This conference will now be recorded.
Especially Dr. Vinita Tuli and Mr. Ravinder Pant, who have organized this webinar for us. In fact, in these days, working from home, and we are doing online teaching and we are working online. So there are several issues of cyber security, and we are facing some problem also. And there are, in fact, these days several news are coming in the newspaper and the print media and electronic media about the cyber security and the safety of our data and all. So I think in this situation and in this scenario, it will be very good that we are going to have a discussion with Mr. Negi. My best wishes. Once again, I congratulate my team for the organizing this webinar, and I welcome once again Mr. Negi. Thank you so much, Ravinder.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, very good afternoon to all of you. This is Yogendra.
Okay, so before
I want to know, am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
If I'm audible, you can just type yes on the chat box. It is there on the right hand side. Okay. All right. Yes, Ravinder. Yes, please go ahead. Hello. I would still request all of you to please mute yourself, or I will mute from here. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think it's a good time to start. We were waiting for a few more candidates to join in. So first of all, very good afternoon to all of you once again, and thanks to the whole team of ARSD to provide for giving me an opportunity to talk on the cybersecurity, the threats, and what are the best practices that we can follow in order to safeguard the interest. Okay. All right. So before we start, this particular webinar on cybersecurity, so we know that cybersecurity is one of the buzzword. Everybody wants to know about cybersecurity. It's not that technical to have an awareness. It's not necessary to have only technical information. Okay. So cybersecurity. When we talk about cybersecurity, so it consists of the word cyber and then security, right? So let's talk about, let's break it into two sections, like cyber and security. So can anyone tell me what is cyber? Can anyone define this term, cyber? Yes, also I would request all of you to, to disable your video. Okay, all right. So can anyone define the term cyber, what exactly it is? You can type in the chat box. Anything. Okay, Dr. Shefali Rathore. Okay, so cyber says, she says network. Okay, what else related to computer? Okay, I'm expecting more answers because we have 66 participants. At least 50% answer should be there. Okay, all internet activities which is related to computers. Okay, all right. Yes, so we are very close to it. We are very close to answer. It is network, it is IT, it is everything. Okay, so cybersecurity, as per my understanding, cybersecurity is an umbrella term which we use to define the different services which are available over the internet. Okay, it is not limited to only the internet-based services, but yes, we can talk about the telecom companies, internet service providers, all the IT resource provider, anything. Starting from a website, web application, softwares, so anything that we can access globally, okay, is cyber. right? So cyber is a web, www, which is also known as World Wide Web. Okay, and securing this particular network is also very much important at the same time. Okay, so so we'll try to see what are the different scenarios, from which we can understand the threats and the best practices related to cybersecurity. Okay, so well, I want to introduce myself once again. My name is Yogendra Singh Negi. I'm the Cisco, Microsoft, and IBM certified technology expert. Plus, being the technical director of Brillica Services Private Limited, I'm again, thanking the team of ARSD College to giving me this opportunity. Okay, all right. So these are some of the topics that we will be talking about. So what exactly is information security? Understand what is information security? What are the different threats? Safe computing best practices. So here, हम लोग बात करेंगे उन चीजों के बारे में which are very common nowadays, right? अभी हम लोग we all know how to use internet. Everybody has access to free services over the internet. It's starting from a child to the old age person. Everybody has equal access to the internet, right? See, internet gives us, the right or the freedom to use, our, different types of services that we want to browse, right? So that's okay. But at the same time, we should also be aware about the threats that are available over the internet. Oh, hello, someone said that I'm not audible. Hello, am I not audible? I'm audible to all of you?
Sir.
Yes.
Audible,
Okay, all
sir.
right.
Audible,
It is
sir.
audible, sir.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay, all right. So we will be talking about it one by one. Okay, so हम लोग सबसे पहले समझेंगे कि information security क्या है, what is privacy, what is personal information. Okay, so abhi internet is a term that we use to define all the connected services, internet based services, or all the connected database, softwares, application, everything which is available over the internet. Okay, so एट द सेम टाइम ये सारी इंफॉर्मेशन जो हमारे पास इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है उसको सिक्योर करना, सो वी नीड टू प्रोवाइड सिक्योरिटी एट द सेम टाइम. Okay, so that is also our concern. Now, first thing, what is information security? What is privacy and personal information? So yes, we know that information security means securing the information, but in what form? So there is a very famous CIA triad, which is known as confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, so we have this information security under the CIA triad. So if you look at this particular diagram, you will understand. Just a minute, let me just use some highlighter which I can use. Okay, all right. So first is this availability. Okay, so information security simply means the availability of the resources. The first thing, very first thing. Second is maintaining the integrity, right? Maintaining the integrity of the application. And then we have the confidentiality of the application, right? So it says maintaining the availability of the application, maintaining the integrity of the application, and maintaining the confidentiality of the application or the information. That is the information security, right? But how would we ensure the availability of information? Can anyone answer this? How can we ensure the availability of information, and how can we make sure that okay, there is we are providing the integrity or confidentiality of information system? This is a general topic we all can discuss on this. Okay, so I think I'm expecting some answers on this. So how will you maintain the integrity of the information? Any answers from the audience? By keeping the information protected by the password. Okay, so Nidhi Sharma said by keeping the information protected by the password. Anyone else? By encryption, don't share Google account. Okay, by encryption. Okay, strong password, encapsulation. Okay, so this is all thing, whatever you are saying, that is related to integrity and confidentiality, right? So if we talk about the password is also maintaining the don't share your password. That is, confidentiality, right? Using the encryption, you are maintaining the integrity of the information. Using the antivirus software, again, you are maintaining the integrity and confidentiality. So what is under availability? Availability में क्या क्या चीजें हम लोग include करेंगे? Regular updation of password, okay. Software, okay. So okay, I'm getting good answers. So someone said software, regular updation of password, software installation, antivirus. Yes. So basically availability means, so when would one person say that, okay, my information is not secure? When it will be public. Okay. So don't share any sensitive information over Facebook or through email or through your social media accounts anywhere, right? So that is the availability. If so, let's say you have uploaded any documents in Google Drive. I hope all of you are using Android phone or iPhone. यही mobile phone हम लोगों के पास easily available है, and everyone has their own Google Drive. So whatever pictures you are saving, that is going to save into the Google Drive by default. अभी हम लोगों को अगर mobile change भी करना है, then we know that on the other mobile phone, all the information will be intact. It will be there. So in back days, what we used to do, so we have two options of saving the the contact information in the mobile phone or on the SIM card, right? So just in case if we lost our mobile phone and we have around, let's say 500 contacts in there, so we lost every each one of the contact by default, because it was not available anywhere. But now abhi kya hai ki agar aapke paas ek smartphone hai, you have that smartphone, right? And you want to use that smartphone effectively, how will you make sure? So let's say आपने उसमें Gmail से login किया, that is the first thing. How information is available. So have you ever imagined? So आप कहीं पे भी आप मोबाइल फोन से एक्सेस करते हैं, और be it like web browser, every information is synchronized. Why it is synchronized? It is actually synchronized with the help of cloud. Okay, we all can access the same set of information globally. Okay, so let's say you have one account on a mobile phone, and on the same thing you are accessing from the same Gmail account, you are accessing from your system as well, from your browser as well. So the same information will be available. Okay, so availability means 24/7. When you feel that your information is not available, means there is a threat to your information privacy or security. Okay, let's say yesterday you were accessing one Google document on your mobile phone. Okay, so which was some confidential PPT, right? But now next day it is not available. Okay, so next day it is not available. It means someone has breached into our information security. Okay, so first thing is availability is very much important. Make sure that whatever information you have, it is available throughout, right? 24/7 into 365. It is available in front of your eyes. Whenever you want to access it, it is there. Second is maintaining the integrity. Yes, you can use the password, strong password. You can encrypt the information, right? Everything is there. Third is confidentiality. So what is the point of changing password on a daily basis, or maybe weekly, when you keep sharing it, right? So if we will keep sharing the path, आप लोग password share करते रहेंगे. Let's say generally what happens is people cannot easily remember their password, because there are a lot of applications. अभी net banking के लिए अलग password है, IRCTC booking different password, let's say flight booking different password, movie booking different password, right? So if you want, let's say we don't remember all these passwords, so what we do, either we save them in a notepad file, or we have some sticky note, right? So what if that sticky note or that notepad file gets into the hand of someone you don't trust? So it means that confidentiality is not there. Okay, so whenever you are using your password, make sure either you first and foremost thing, it is always required you to remember your password. That is the best thing, right? So if you remember your password, then it is the best thing. But if you cannot remember your password, okay, so then there are various mechanisms, wherein you can actually save your information. Okay, so yes, so one of the one of the information is DigiLocker. Okay, you can save your all the information on DigiLocker, which is provided by the government of India. Okay, you can put all your scanned documents, whatever files are there. So I'll also write it down here, DigiLocker. I'm sure you must have heard about this service provided by the government of India, DigiLocker. Okay, yes, this is safe. Okay, because government of India is involved into it, right? So rest, if someone is like providing you security at the government level, it is always secure. Okay, but generally whatever information we serve over the internet we all are transparent. Okay, every information is visible, but there are a few mechanisms, there are a few key points or checkpoints through which you can identify that whether this thing is secured or not. Okay, we'll talk about it in the subsequent modules, right? One by one we'll talk about it. Okay, so some Dr. Sayed said, is password ultimate security solution? No. Okay, so just only password is not the ultimate solution, because password can also be hacked, right? What if you forgot your password and you wrote it somewhere in your desk, or so it's not secure at all. Okay, so there are other encryption mechanism as well. Okay, so yes, so I'll address, kindly put all your queries there. I'll try to address all the, questions one by one at the end of the all the modules. Okay, because we have a lot more to cover up in a short span of time. So please have patience, and I'll try to respond all the queries at the end of the session. Yeah. Okay. So what is information security? The information security is the CIA, right, which includes confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So it simply says the process of ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data is maintained in the event of an incident. Okay. So availability, I hope it makes sense that what is availability, what is integrity, and what is confidentiality. Okay. So, okay, so the next thing is that we need to understand is what is privacy, data privacy, right? So we all know what is privacy. So one is the personal information. When it goes public, when your personal information goes public, there is you won't like it, right? So when someone is trying to collect your personal information, okay, and they will disclose it and in an appropriate way, that you don't want to get it disclosed, right? So privacy can be related to your employment. It is related to your family. It is related to your anything like financial background, whatever it is. Okay, so privacy, maintaining the data privacy is also equally important, right? So that's what we were discussing in the information security section, that in the confidentiality part, there is no point of having a very strong password when you still cannot remember it. Okay, and this another thing is, generally what people do is they tend to have the same password for most of the applications, right? So can you type yes if you are using the same password for let's say 4 or 5 applications, or maybe online websites. Same password for maybe for like 3+ website, or maybe for net banking, or maybe for Gmail, or maybe for IRCTC flight booking, say. Okay, so a lot of yes, I'm getting response. So yes, okay, so you can see, so that is the problem. Okay, that we tend to have the same password. And why is that? Why we only have the same password? Because we don't even bother to think about any alternate password, right? And yes, we say it's confidential. Okay, and okay, so that information, whatever information you have, so I'll suggest, okay, someone said we forget. Okay, yes, definitely, that's what we are talking about. We forget the password. Now what solutions we have if you forget the password? We'll talk about it. Why is that a problem? That is also a concern. We need to look into it. So that why that the same password is a concern. Okay, right. So okay, we'll break it down one by one. So the first thing is, okay, so can you tell me how many of you are using password which includes your personal information, like your date of birth, your maybe bank account number, your first name, last name, family member's name? or maybe your school grades or whatever it is. Just type yes if you are using any personal information in your password. See, someone, Vivek, you said mobile number. Okay, all right. Okay, right. See, I'm getting a mixed response. So it's 70% says yes, 30% Vivek says that you will change it now. You can definitely change it now, or you can give me your mobile number. Okay, okay, all right. So 70% of the candidates said that yes, you are using your personal information. So that is where the lack, you are lacking. Mostly, you can use the password as your personal information. You can include, right? That's okay. You can include your personal information, but we would suggest no. But still, if you want to include it, try to use it in an alphanumeric format. Okay, let me give you one example. Just let me give you one example for that. So let's say this is my password. Okay, okay, so let's say I can easily remember password. Okay, so instead of writing this password, I can write this password. So this is capital P at the rate double dollar small w 0 RD. So this is also a password, and this is also a password, right? So which one is more secure? Obviously this one, because this has alphanumeric values and special character. Okay, and also alphanumeric is a special character is that, okay, you can also include underscore, you can also include at the rate. So always, you should have, so must have is capital letters first thing, special character, or maybe you can use underscore, or maybe asterisk, something like this. Okay, numeric values as well, right? So these are some of the that is must have. So you must have capital letters, special characters, some asterisk values, numeric values. This way, and why is that easy? I mean, like why is that sufficient to save your password in this format, in a difficult format? The reason is when someone tries to hack this password. Okay, when someone is trying to hack into this password, so the hacker will not make some effort to do this. Why? Because hackers have a database of 300 million password already, 300 million password, and these are the password which includes all the special characters, numeric characters, everything. They already have 300 million password stored. So what they do is, yes, Vivek said dictionary attack, that's correct. Someone tries to do dictionary attack. So what exactly it is hacker will try to encrypt your information with the help of their database. Okay, they don't guess your password, they actually try to attack it. Okay, and they attack it with various services, with various tools, with various or application. Okay, so in the problem is we fall trap of their this whole scenario. Okay, and we are the victim, right? So we need to make sure. And now what if we use this type of password? If we use this type of password, even the encryption mechanism will take time, like 300 to 400 hours to decrypt this password, right? It takes 300 to 400 hours to decrypt a password which is strong, which is 8 plus character, right? Minimum eight characters should be there, and then which includes all these values, right? Instead of this. So this is very easy to crack the password. But when we have the password which is in a special format, then it is very difficult for the hacker to crack this password, because they need to understand the encryption mechanism, then they decrypt it accordingly. Okay, so that's why when we talk about the privacy, first and foremost thing, try to avoid the numeric any information which is your personal information. Try to avoid including your personal information in the password. Okay, even if you want to include it, right, so include it with some special characters, right? So accordingly you can do. Okay, so now then the next thing is someone said okay, so encryption will talk about it. So encryption is okay. I'll come back to the encryption point once again. Is what is encryption and why encryption is important. See, encryption is basically a mechanism which converts your characters into the non-readable format. As a layman, I'm trying to make you explain this. That whatever characters you are writing 1 2 3 4 ABCD, okay, so it means it is just like converting them into non-readable format. Okay, so even in your system, if you will go to your system, you will see some of the encrypted files, like in this. I'll show you something. Okay, in the Windows, let me show you some of the system files which are actually encrypted. Okay, and encryption is done because a normal user cannot read it. You need to understand the encryption mechanism first, then only you would be able to decrypt it. Okay, until unless जब तक आपको encryption ये mechanism नहीं पता होगा कि how a person has encrypted it, ठीक है, तो decryption नहीं होगा, right? So this is something related to encryption. This is all encrypted language here. This is all encrypted. This is actually a system file. Okay, and system file simply means that whenever our system starts, so system tries to access this particular file, right? If we make any changes here, let's say I'm making some changes here, so and I'll try to save it, my system will definitely face some problem. Okay, my system will face some problem because I'm making change in the system file. Okay, so it is advisable to use some third-party antivirus software which will have to encrypt your some of the information, or also to save your files from being decrypted. I'll not save it. Okay, so there are a lot of system files you can see. .dll means dynamic link library. This is how you can search it in the C drive Windows section. So all of these are the system files. Okay, and all these system files are actually encrypted, right? So the next thing is, okay, so we were talking about the personal information in the password. Personal information is information related to an individual, like the government issued ID card number, maybe Aadhaar card number, date of birth, gender, race, whatever it is. Okay, so try to avoid these sort of information into your password. Okay, try to have a different set of password or alphanumeric password. Okay, so this is the first section wherein we have discussed about the information security. So we know what exactly is information security, right? And why privacy is important. Okay, and what sort of password you can have, right? So there is also one website which will help you to understand that. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, if you check the password strength, okay, there is one website which you can actually use. How strong, how secure is your, right? So you can actually understand from this, is your password secure? So out of 100, it will give you ranking. Let's say I'm putting a password capital B @ $W0RD. Okay, so it is giving me 94, which is good. Okay, maybe if I use SS W0RD, it is giving me 68, right? So it will do accordingly. If I put ABCD 1 2 3 4, okay, it is giving me 38 ranking. So it is trying to give you some suggestion that what you should include, add a symbol, add an uppercase. You can use this website whether you're just to check, just to verify whether your password is strong or weak. Okay, so if I use 1 2 3 $4 percentage, so it is going stronger and stronger. See, 100 by 100. So this is the strongest password, 1 2 3 4 hash. Maybe I cannot remember this right now, so I have to save it somewhere. I'll tell you how you can save your password securely. Okay, so later on we'll talk about it. Okay, all right. Right. So then we have the understanding information security, and we are going to talk about understanding information security and privacy threat. So here we will understand some of the general things that we face in our day-to-day life. Okay. So how many of you are using Google Pay, Paytm? Kon use kar hai? Just say yes. All the public these websites to make payment. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So we have Paytm, we have Google Pay, we have UPI, okay, we have Bharat Pay, right? So we have multiple options right now, correct? Yes, okay. So we all are using all of them, right? And it's almost like 95% says that 95 to 98% says that they are actually using this thing, right? Why we are using these applications? Can anyone give me one simple reason why we are using it? Because it's ease, right? Ease of doing business. Yes, it's easy. Okay, so once it is easy, so we are actually used to it, right? So remember those days when it's comfortable, it's easy, it's convenient, it's cashless. Yes, everything is there. It's too easy because of time and cashless. Okay, all right. Okay, so you must have seen one. You must have noticed that in when you use these applications, you also need one pin. Okay, right? 4-digit pin. It asks for a 4-digit pin. Okay. Now, when you are using that 4-digit pin, obviously it means it's a numeric value. So most of the time, so can you tell me how many of you are using the same pin in Google as your ATM card? Different? No. Yes. It's different. Okay. Correct. Okay, but still, I've got okay. Someone don't use it. So I've got two answers who said yes, and the rest of them, it's like 99% say they are using a different password, which is good. But one suggestion for those who are using the same pin, change it. Okay, because whatever pin you are using, whenever the hacker tries to access your Google Pay account, even Google Pay is not secure, right? So Google Pay, there are different ways of hacking into it. Even the Paytm is not secured, right? You must have heard of this Paytm fraud in the recent time, right? We'll see that what exactly it is and how they try to trap a person, okay, into the whole scenario. See, everything, whatever we are discussing today, like cyber security, information security, it has nothing to do with the tools. Okay, so everything what you need to understand is that you must have the awareness. So that is why this workshop is all about providing you an awareness about it. Okay, so that you can also pass on the same information to to your colleagues, friends, family members, your loved one, and all. Okay. So now this is very much important for us to understand the different information security and privacy things, and also very interesting. Okay, so the first thing is phishing, second thing is social engineering, third thing is ransomware, right? Okay, can anyone tell me what is phishing? Any answer? One word answer?
Kind of a hacking activity where hackers used to hack your Gmail account.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, I don't know where is this chat section where people are replying because using this application for the first time. So can you
Okay, no
tell?
worries, no worries. That's okay, that's okay. It's on the right hand side. If you are using your laptop, it's on the right hand side. On
Okay, I'm using my phone.
Okay, I think on your phone, it should be on the bottom. Just check it. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a good answer. So phishing says is an attack with a duplicate page or a particular page. Okay, Jaspreet said that used to get the Gmail password, stealing someone's personal information. Okay, all right. So we're getting a lot of response from this, which is good. That you guys are actually aware about it. Okay. So phishing, when I say phishing, so phishing, social engineering, these actually are the ways of attacking a human, okay, or like attacking a human over the internet, right? These are the ways, okay. So one is this phishing, social engineering, and ransomware, and everything is done in a different way or separate way. Okay, now have a look at this one. Right. So phishing refers to the practice of creating fake emails that appear to come from someone you trust, such as bank, credit card company, popular website. Okay, all right. So if you will go to Gmail and check your spam folder on the Gmail, okay. If you will go to Gmail and check, or maybe Yahoo Mail, you will check the spam, box, right? You will see there are a lot of suspicious email. Okay, a lot of emails are there, or maybe on a daily basis in your inbox as well. You will receive an email from a bank, or maybe from someone you trust, maybe LIC office, or maybe insurance policy regarding your mediclaim, and wherein someone is offering you a lottery. Okay, so but they need your personal information, right? So this is, have a look at this particular page. This is someone got this email from Bank of Scotland. Dear customer, your online banking account has been suspended. Okay, so have you ever encountered this kind of email? Have you ever got this kind of email? Just say yes or no. If not, if you are very much sure that you have not received, then check your spam folder. It is already filled with all these kind of emails, right? See, the best thing is Google already had a filtered system. So that's why whenever, okay, Parminder Kaur says, yes, mostly from RBI. Okay, a lot of emails in spam folder. Manisha said, yes, okay. Okay, all right. Not only from RBI, you might get one lottery notification from Microsoft, from Coca-Cola company, Pepsi, and maybe Google also, Yahoo. There are a lot of organization, right? Yes, mostly regarding lottery and prizes. So in back days, you used to get the SMS related to lottery. You have won a lottery of this much rupees. To claim this, call this person, or maybe fill up this form. Okay, so what do you think if a hacker, okay, let's say I'm a hacker, I'm sending this email to 1 lakh user, okay. So what do you think, out of these 1 lakh users, how many of them will click? What is the probability? How many of them will fall into this trap? Approximately what percentage do you feel? 40, 50, 30, okay, 50, 70, 50, 1%? No, Pratik, 1% is way less. 50, 40, maybe 20, okay. See, whatever you are answering, you are actually answering based on your experience, actually, okay. They have no awareness, okay. Yes, the simple thing is, who doesn't have any awareness about it, right? And whatever answers you are providing here, this is actually based on your past experience with this application, right? So whosoever said 1%, they might have never encountered such person, okay. So what if, okay, now it, okay, so the average is like 40 to 50%, okay. That 40 to 50% will fall victim for this. So now if I am sending this email, okay, to a rural area, or as a SMS, I'm also sending it as an SMS, okay, not to the urban population but to the rural areas or villages, right? So what will be my percentage then? It will definitely shoot up, right? So someone said 98, 80, 90. Yes. Why is that? Maybe 100%. I'm just assuming maybe 100%. Why? Because they don't have any awareness about it. Okay. So now what if they send this email to all over India, to all email accounts, okay, then you will feel that this information is actually will gain a lot. These hackers will gain a lot about it, okay. So best practice is to be aware, reading updates coming. Yes, definitely we'll talk about it as well. How will you identify? So the first thing is, how would you identify that this mail is coming from fake? This is a fake email. So first thing is, I've just received an email from SBI saying that SBI never sent any email to us, right? So like just now I've received this. Okay, see, this is the email that I've received. Customer.awareness@sbi.co.in. Beware of fake offers and hoax calls from fraudster, miscreants, and okay. So they have said that, clearly mentioned that beware of the fake offer by telecalls, SMS, email, social media, asking money towards charges and whatever. Never ever share your personal. Everything is mentioned there. Everything. Okay. But how would you make sure that this email is genuine? See, obviously this is in my favor, right? But we wanted to make sure. How will you make sure that this email is from the actual sender or the source? Now, when you click here, you will see that mail by sbi.co.in. Okay, sbi.co.in. Now, let me check whether that website is there or not. Is it okay? So it means it is from a genuine source. How will you double verify? Okay, make sure that this lock sign is there. It is showing you that this information, for example, credit card is private when you send to this website. Everything is mentioned there. If you go to net banking, online SBI, you will see that this is all encrypted. Your connection is secured, issued to State Bank of India. So this is how you will actually understand this. Okay, whether it is coming from the, okay, one more thing. There is another way of checking this. Security encryption, it should be mentioned there. Security encryption is TLS. So let's say it is showing that beware of fake offer letter and hoax calls from fraudster. Okay, now another way of identifying, कैसे पता करोगे आप? So यहाँ पे अगर दिखा रहा है sbi.co.in, but यहाँ पे अगर email का domain अलग है, let's say sbi.com है यहाँ पे, so it means it is fake email. Okay, so this is the only way you can actually understand whether it is a genuine email or a fake email. Secondly, okay, यहाँ पे लिखा होगा SBI double times, 2 times I, so that आपको you might understand that is coming from SBI only. Okay, so watch for the actual keywords that are actually prescribed by the banking websites or any financial website wherever you are making any transactions, right? So yes, so this is what you need to understand is, so let's say Bank of Scotland, your online banking account has been suspended. We are sorry, but we have suspended. So this is mentioned here. One more thing, whenever you are getting any email from any banking or banking sector or financial institution or insurance company, they will never, provide you a link to click, on the urgent basis, right? They'll say that, like here, it is actually urging you that you need to reconfirm your access details immediately. Okay, so if you do not do this, your account will be permanently deactivated. So I'm in a fear, I'm in a state of fear that, okay, what if my account will get blocked? It will take another 10 days or 15 days. So instead of that, let me fill up this form. So this is a mindset. Okay, I might click on this link, मैं इस पे click कर सकता हूँ. Okay, so chances are very high. It depends कि मेरा, अच्छा ये भी हो सकता है, मैं आपको एक और सिनेरियो बताता हूँ. You are very much frustrated with your bank's service provider. Okay, let's say Kotak Bank or HDFC Bank. Okay, so you are chasing them for some let's say some credit card transaction or maybe for some fixed deposit thing. Okay, आपको 1 महीने हो गए वहां पे बैंक में जा रहे हो आप, you are not getting any proper response. So suddenly on one day you are getting one email from HDFC Bank that your fixed deposit has been approved by SBI, this HDFC Bank. Click here to approve, right? Again, see, they try to entice you with different measures. They have actually access. If they have access to your email, it means they can easily understand what you are actually trying to explain. Okay, what you are up to, right? So they will send you an email that your fixed deposit has been created. So click here to create your, like to submit your final submission or something like that, right? So for reversal information, you can also provide your account details. So this way, you will feel that, okay, so I went to a bank recently, and then might be it is done from the banking website. See, even this time, even if I'm aware, right, so the situation will allow me to fall into trap, right? So it totally depends. So one is the situational thing, another is the awareness is very much important, right? Either the best practice could have been, you can ask bank representative directly, you can call them directly and ask them whether you have sent me an email or not, whether my fixed deposit is done or not. Okay, so this is one of the way, or one of the mechanism of doing phishing. So this is what they say: creating fake emails that appears to come from someone you trust, such as bank, credit card company, popular website. The email will ask you to confirm your account details on your vendor's account details, and see, this is these kind of information they try to gather. Okay, so once they have all the information, okay, they might ask you personal information as well. Okay, so there are various means, somehow, let's say you have provided your account detail, or maybe account detail and then house address and whatever it is. So they can also, or maybe they have asked for the Aadhaar card as well. Okay, so what they will do, they will create a fake Aadhaar card on your name with all the details whatever you have submitted. So there are multiple ways they can trap you. Okay, so you have to be very much precise and very much specific to this. Let me give you one example directly like this. Okay, so because we keep showing this to our students as well whenever we need to show them a demo. Let's say this is a website, fake mailer, right? I'm requesting all of you that this website, whatever demo I'm showing, this is just for the learning purpose. Don't use for any malicious activities. Don't use it for any malicious activities. Okay, so let's say from name I'm sending it, let's say Delhi government. Okay, I said that, okay, I'm from Delhi government. From email, so delhigov@gmail.com. To, I'm sending it to my email ID. Okay, or maybe subject, or let's say change in holiday policy, let's say whatever it is. Okay, so let's say I've just mentioned like this, click here on whatever link I want to provide .com, whatever link I want to provide. Okay, so okay, I've sent one email to to one of my account. Okay, I'll just wait for a while. Okay, guys, so did you notice that I have got an email, holiday policy? Now have a look. Okay, so someone, I have provided one link. I can provide anything there. So Delhi government @gmail.com, you will see change in. Okay, now did you notice something? Is it showing you any domain? Like here, it was showing you that domain. Here it was showing you the domain, like here, mailed by. Okay, and now here it is not showing you any domain. I can also mention, it's not like I can mention only Gmail. Here you can identify easily. What if I will directly type down the actual email ID of a Delhi government? Okay, I can Google it, and I can search it, the actual website of maybe Mr. Arvind Kejriwal or Manish Sisodia. I can directly type down that email ID. okay, at the rate delhigovernment.ac.in, whatever website it is. Okay, but you must know the difference between the actual email and the spam email. Okay, right now it has sent directly into the spam. Okay, directly into the spam, but there are other softwares as well that can send this email directly to your inbox. Okay, if it is in spam, okay, there is more chances that you might delete it. Okay, there are higher chances that you might delete this email, right? But what if this email falls into your inbox? So the chances of clicking it are more, because some of the user have an awareness that spam folder mein hai, it means this is a spam, right? Because spam mein wo emails bhi aati hai sometimes when we try to send multiple emails to multiple users at the same time. Okay, so spam mein, it's not necessary that in spam you are only getting fake emails. It's not like that. In this you can also get genuine emails in spam. It depends. Okay, it depends on your organizational policy, that how they have, what kind of emails they have allowed. But this can also be moved. I'll say not spam. Okay, it has been moved to, let's say, inbox. If it comes to inbox, okay, it will not show me that spam thing here, that this is spam. Okay, so there are multiple ways of hacking into the system. Through that particular link, I can access your information. Might be अलग अलग चीजें हो सकती हैं इस लिंक से. मींस अगर मैं इस लिंक पे क्लिक करूं, might be ये कुछ डाउनलोड कराए. Okay, it will download some application and you will click on it, or maybe image भी हो सकती है. Okay, it can be an image. आप इसको click करोगे and it will run the Trojan horse, means it will run the virus thing in your system. Okay, so there are multiple things. मैं इससे click करके कोई website में ले जा सकता हूँ, and then we can actually make a fake web page and so on. We can create it, right? Similarly, this is the case for the phishing. That phishing means you can actually you can actually fall into the trap of the hackers, or also known as cyber criminals. Okay, so they can easily access any of the information, right? And they will send from the source you trust. Actually, that is the highlighted point, that they will always send this email from the domain, or maybe from the from someone you actually trust. It can be from your friend as well. Okay, your well-known relative. Okay, you will say that, okay, that person is demanding some money, right? Let's say you're one of the relative. You have received an email from your relative that, okay, I am in urgent need of some, let's say 50,000 rupees, and you can Google pay me. You will see that, okay, it's a relative. Okay, I can help, right? So the chances, even if you are aware, you can still fall victim of the phishing attacks. Okay, so this is one thing. But the very crucial to understand. Second thing is social engineering attack, and this is very common nowadays. Okay, see, phishing is something. You will see that you will get an email. It's very simple. You will get an email and it will ask for the personal information. Okay, but phishing, this thing can be done socially. It's not necessary to have your email ID. Okay, or maybe it's not necessary that you will only get a SMS. Okay, even if you don't use any technology, then also this social engineering attack can be done. So social engineering, one nice example of social engineering attack is this. Just a minute, let me just highlight this point. This thing. Just like this. Dear Paytm customer, your Paytm KYC has been suspended. So can you tell me how many of you have received this SMS in the past maybe 1 year? Just type yes if you have received this from the Paytm. Ashmita Bhatia says yes. Rohit says yes. Not receive. Okay. Yes. 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 No. Keep typing. I'll have more numbers. Okay. No. Yes. Yes. Can I have more responses, please? It seems like only 10 or 15 candidates are active.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have
Okay. All right. All right. See, okay, so what you have done once you have received this, SMS. So what you did in that case? So was there any action that you took on this?
No, we generally neglect it, thinking that, it might be apprehensive.
Right. Okay. Ashmita, can you hear me? Ashmita said that she called on the same number and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes. Okay. So can you explain this thing?
They said that you just download the team viewer and everything will happen itself. वो अपने आप हो जाएगा. मैंने कहा ये तो आप मेरा एक्सेस ले लोगे. तो कहता हूँ. मैंने कहा हूँ का क्या
Okay.
मतलब है? तो काट दिया फोन. मतलब मैंने कॉल किया था तो उन्होंने कॉल नहीं उठाया और रात को उन्होंने
हाँ, वो ब्लॉक कर देते हैं. They will right. They will block the number. Okay, I'll tell you one thing.
ब्लॉक कर दिया था.
Right. So whenever you will get this, SMS, अभी आप मुझे ये बताइए, how many of you have reverted back on this? Be honest. How many of you have reverted back on this? So one is like we already had a discussion here. How many of you have responded? At least just you have tried that. Let me call. See, if you are really well aware about it, you have blocked it. Very good. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
हाँ
Who's this?
मैं ये बता या आई एम डॉक्टर अजय कुमार. एक्चुअली
Okay,
हुआ
yes,
ये कि ये हम मेरे फ्रेंड के साथ हुआ तो मैंने उस पे कॉल बैक किया. फ्रेंड के मेरे वो 500 खा चुका था ऐसे ही कि उसने इसको दोबारा करवाया, पासवर्ड मंगवाया और बोला कि अब आप इसमें पैसा डालिए, देखिए कि अब ये चालू हुआ नहीं हुआ. फिर मैंने उसको
Okay.
कॉल बैक किया तो फिर उसने भी मुझे भी सेम यही कहा कि आप भी ऐसे ही कीजिए. तो मैंने कहा आप मुझे अपना नंबर दूसरा दे दीजिए. उसने दूसरा नंबर भी दे दिया, लेकिन उसके बाद जब उसको पता लग गया कि वो अब फंस रहा है तो फिर उसने उसको ब्लॉक कर दिया नंबर को. लेकिन मेरे फ्रेंड के 500 रुपीज चले गए. उसने खुद डाउनलोड करवाया, नंबर मंगवाया, हाँ चले गए, बिल्कुल चले गए. उसके बाद हमने कंप्लेंट भी की जो ये क्राइम इसमें होता है, लेकिन उसका कुछ होता नहीं है. वो
कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं होता सर. I'll come to that point as well. Thanks, Dr. Ajay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So basically होता क्या है कि whenever we get this type of fraudulent SMS or WhatsApp, first thing is what you do, as a precautionary message, where you need to block or you need to ignore. Ignorance is the best key. Okay, you need to ignore it, right? Even if you try to try to touch base with the cyber cell team, proper response nahi milega, because India ka cyber system is very weak right now. Okay, I'm being very honest, right? The government is not very much taking these kind of measures seriously. This is just one type of fraud, right? There is another one there, which is very well known. I think this is with OLX and Quicker. Okay, how many of you are using OLX and Quicker app? Just say yes. OLX, कभी कोई सेकंड हैंड चीजें खरीदने के लिए ऑनलाइन या फिर सेल करने के लिए. ओके, OLX, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So I'm getting response mix. Okay, yes. So 60%, I think 60% says yes, 40% says no. Okay, so 60, yes, it's a good app. Okay, it's really good app. I'm not promoting it, but yes, definitely you can use it. But there is also some challenge with it, right? See, I'll tell you one thing. What happens is someone will try to say that they are an army person. Okay, so let's say someone is selling iPhone at a cheap price. Okay, someone is selling an iPhone at a very cheap price. You have seen that. Okay, someone is selling 40,000 iPhone in just 10,000 rupees. Everyone will say that, okay, I must get it right now. Okay, so what you will do, you will try to contact them. Okay, and they'll say that, okay, we are going to out of India, or maybe anything they can say, right? That I'm an army person, I want to I will be shifting to another place, I will be buying new phone, or maybe it's a scooty or a bike, whatever it is. So what they do, they actually take your personal information. They'll say that, okay, I need 5,000 rupees for now, rest you can send when you will receive the packet. Okay, right? Which you are not going to receive. You will never receive. So this is also one of the fraud, okay, which is happening in OLX and Quikr, wherein they ask you to, they will also share their Aadhaar card number and everything there just to prove them your identity. Okay, they'll say that, okay, we are genuine person, see my, what you will ask them as an identity proof, you what, to an extent, what you will ask Aadhaar card, that's it, or maybe voter ID card, PAN card. They have everything they have. Now, what do you think? How they are getting this this Paytm? Whenever they get this Paytm kind of messages, like, dear Paytm customer, you need to call on this number if you want, otherwise your account is blocked, will be blocked. So actually, whenever you go to any mobile shop, right, you want to buy a new SIM card. This is very important for all of you to understand. Okay, even if you are using multiple SIM cards and you go to any mobile shop, right, and आपने एक SIM card लेना है, okay, maybe Vodafone, maybe Airtel, Jio, कुछ भी है, आपने एक SIM card लेना है, right, they'll ask for your Aadhaar card number, correct, copy मांगेंगे, right, अभी आज की डेट में कॉपी देने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. So what you need to do is, you just need to punch in from your thumb, and then they will automatically screen through biometric and आपका Aadhaar card link हो जाएगा. But sometime they will also ask for this Aadhaar card copy and photograph. Okay, so always cross sign it. You need to make sure that you need to cross sign whatever document you are sending to the mobile vendors. Okay, not only to mobile shop but also to other vendors, right? Okay, so always make sure that you need to verify everything but trust nothing, right? So just verify whatever you want to verify, right? That this is the services and the application, whatever you are using, because they might use that Aadhaar card copy for some other purpose. They can lease the same another SIM card on the same number, and you might not be knowing it. ऐसा हो सकता है, क्या पता ऐसा हो रहा हो, right? हमको नहीं पता, क्योंकि जब तक कोई रिपोर्ट नहीं करेगा, you will never come to know. अगर आपका सिम खो गया, मोबाइल फोन खो गया, immediately just report it. Okay, अगर वो like misuse भी हुआ है, at least you have that FIR copy that ये leak हुआ है, and then because your mobile phone has a special IMI number, okay, which is unique. Every mobile phone has that. So these cyber cell can easily access and track the location if they wish to. Okay, otherwise you can never get to know about what happened to your phone or your SIM card. Okay, even if it is a SIM card. Okay, that is also very much important, that you go and directly report or block it, get it blocked from the respective service provider. Now, we were discussing about the social engineering. Now, the message that you have received, dear Paytm customer, this is social engineering attack. Okay, so social engineering attack, why it is that? Because there is very simple strategy behind this, because hacking a human is much easier than hacking a business, right? So whenever you try to hack a human, it is very much easy for you, because you need to understand their pain areas. Okay, so it can happen, social engineering can happen over the phone, by a text message, instant message, email. There are various measures or means through which they can actually access your personal information. They can also give you a call mentioning that they are from XYZ bank, and your account is about to suspend, or maybe you have we have some fixed deposit for you, and we wanted to revert bank into your bank account, so we need your account information. So that is one of the case. Second thing is, you will by text message. This is a text message, a typical example of a text message social engineering attack. Instant message, email also. Okay, so email in social engineering means from a person you trust. Okay, maybe from your friend or a relative. Right now, you must have seen that there is a rise in this social engineering attack. Okay, so one of my friend recently have sent me a message on Facebook that I'm shifting to this different place, I need this much money. Okay, and guess what, the image was same, whatever the actual amount account was having, right? The name was same, everything was same. I didn't even added him, but he was in my friend list, right? So I thought that, okay, he's my friend, and he gave all the account details and all. Then I verified. Okay, but he was not that guy. Then he texted all his friends that someone is pretending to be XYZ, which is which is not me actually. Okay, so this is one of the way they can also do social engineering attack to an individual. Okay, so they try to sense your laziness, ignorance, fear, attitude, trust, desire, ego, sympathy, and everything. There are multiple ways they will try to track you. Okay, and how much ability you have to pay, that is also one of the major concern. Okay. Okay, yes, Ajit said yes, they will try to lure by every means. Yes, definitely. Okay. Okay, also this is another way of doing cyber attack, ransomware. So as the name says, ransom, they will ask for some ransom amount, but this generally don't happen with an individual, because ransom is a very huge crime which happens with a enterprise, right? Not, or maybe with a corporate. What they do is that hacker will try to they will get their all the personal information, right? They will hack it, all the confidential, maybe let's say financial records of the past 5 years, or maybe employees details or employee ID, password. They will hack the database of an institution, of a organization, right? And in turn, what they will ask for the some ransom amount. Okay, so this is what it is mentioned here: make payment, or it is mentioned, or private key will be destroyed in this is hours. Okay, your personal files are encrypted, right? So you won't be able to access all your personal file. They'll say that okay, it is all encrypted at my end, and then you need to decrypt this. If you want your information back, so then you need to pay me some amount. Okay, so this is all ransom. So but hackers have different means. Sometimes they ask for your money, they ask for your personal information. Lot many stuff is there. Okay, so yes, WannaCry, it was very famous, WannaCry ransom attack. Okay, so it was sent to various even various institution. Okay, all right. So this is what we have discussed: understanding information security and privacy. I hope this was clear to you. Then another thing that this is something will talk about, and then we will wind up the session. Safe computing best practices. Now, whatever we have seen so far, it is like we know how to access the information and how to modify the information. I'll show you one more thing, like how of what is the phishing link. Okay. Okay, can you tell me which one of these four is a genuine link? A, B, C, D.
C.
Right,
Third option.
right.
B. B.
Okay, okay. Someone also said one. Okay, B.
It's
Yes.
second.
Okay. Second. Okay. All right. All right. So why I asked this question? What is the reason for this? Because the link might seem familiar to you. Okay, these links might seems familiar to you, right? Which one of these is a link, genuine link now?
None of
Yes.
above.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Because these
none
are
of the above.
phishing link. Yes.
None
Right.
of the above, because the spellings are
Yes.
wrong in each one of
Yes.
them.
And why the spellings are wrong? Because sometimes when we access any of the website, okay, they looks they look quite familiar, right? So if I'm not I'm in a hurry, right, I might click on this link, facebook.com, something like that, because all of them look similar. Okay, and why do they look similar? Because this is all a phishing link, right? Phishing link can also be, even if I type www.facebook.com, let's say, but what if the page that you are opening, is a different one? So let's say I'm just showing you something that how information is changed, right? Okay, or what I will do is I've just created one link already. Okay, all right. So let's say this is what I have actually created. Okay. Okay, like this is the actual website, right? This is the actual website, and this is the website that we have actually edited. Okay, but everything looks same. Even I can use the same image as well here. Okay, so it simply means that we have actually made changes. Okay, what if I publish this particular page on the facebook.com domain again, or maybe again I'll ask someone to click on this particular link to create a Facebook account. Okay, so whatever information we submit, this is actually I have actually created this particular page. There is a lot of coding that we have actually changed here. Like that image is taking a source from my local system. Okay, so that image is actually taking the source from my system, right? So this one is the file img. So I changed it. I can also change. So whatever information I submit here, if I upload it on the web server, I would suggest not to do that. But just in case, if you put any information abc@gmail.com or maybe abcd, whatever password you have, you click login, it will see, it will redirect you to a page. Okay, it will say that, okay, page load error or something like that, and the same information will be submitted in a file by the name of user. You see that there is something written there, open eDrive Facebook usernames.txt, means whatever information you submit here, that will be crystal clear visible in this particular file, right? Because it will be automatically generated. So it is very easy to create a fake link. Okay, so it is always advisable that whenever you try to see or verify the link, verify the genuinity of it, whether it is a genuine link or not. Okay, right? Another thing, someone said that please elaborate https, right? Okay, image is taking location in your local system. Yes, it is taking place in my local system. I have not uploaded it. Okay, if I'll upload it, then I'll get caught for sure. Okay, then how will you make sure that whether your website is genuine or not? Okay, like this is a normal website, and a website, genuine website, will always have this lock key. This means your information is actually secured. This is actually HTTPS. This simply means HTTPS, and what all it access. Okay, and nowadays security concerns are also raising over or most of the applications on the Android phone. Someone is saying that even if you, okay, let's take an example of a Zoom tool. I'm using go to meetings. See, it's not like a Zoom tool is harmful. It's not harmful, but actually you need to follow certain measures to make it useful for you, because lot many times whenever your session, there are a few checkpoints that you need to make sure that once you click verify all these things, then your meeting is secured completely. Okay, why it is not secured? This whole, even the GoToMeeting is not secured. Nothing is secured over the internet. Okay, no one can guarantee you protection. Even the best service security service provider or cyber security provider globally, even they say that 99% success rate. They will never say 100% success rate. Okay, So if they fail, they'll say that okay, you fall in 1% category, right? So over the internet, we all are transparent. Okay, so we need to make sure whatever information we are actually sending. So yes, we need to make sure that this is something very much point of area of concern. Okay, you need to verify the identity, right? So there's something, when you click on this, it will say that okay, this is what is allowed. Microphone, it will ask you. Camera, it will ask you. If you will allow it all the time, if will by default you will allow it, it means it doesn't matter whether you are using camera or not. Okay, it can always access it, right? Even microphone, allow it, block it, but I have selected it to default, right? So default means it will always ask whenever you will do video calls or maybe voice calls, then only it will ask you. Otherwise it won't be asking you all these things, right? Okay, all right. So these kind of issues are there in the network, and how to cater these problems. So safe computing best practices. One is password hygiene. Another thing is avoiding malware, avoiding social engineering, avoiding phishing. How do we do that? So first thing is safe computing best practices. We have already discussed about it. Password hygiene. To help secure our network and your own identity, you should create a strong password. Change it often. Keep it a secret. Okay. Now I've told you that if you want to store any file or a password, you directly go to the DigiLocker website. It is a government website. You can log in and put all your documents there. Okay. Another way of doing it is you can save it in the in your system in a notepad file, or you can password protect it. You can encrypt it. There are a lot of software. Okay. Never ever update or maybe save your password list on Google Drive. Okay, don't ever do that, because what we do is we say that okay, if it is on Google Drive, I can access it anywhere. Okay, not on even on your mobile phone. Okay, so if you put it on your mobile phone, how you will actually, let's say you have a notepad, you will save it there, because every information on the mobile phone is synchronized with Google. Google will never say that, but yes, Google is tracking us all the time. Every time Google is tracking us. So whenever you will create a account on google.com everywhere, right? Let's say here, so they have the certain terms and data privacy policy, this one. Okay, if we'll go, it is a very long document. Okay, right, you can actually go through it. Okay, so okay, our services funded, everything, right? So somewhere it must be also mentioned, there is a all right not expressly granted to you. See, it clearly says that, right? So it means whatever you may designate a person, you will transfer any of the right or obligation under the, you will not transfer. Okay, so it has lot of privacy policy that the Facebook or a Google they serve here. Okay, but some of the policies are hidden. The policies that are hidden are, they will share your information. They will definitely share your information. You must have noticed that, let's say I'm going to amazon.com, okay, to buy some stuff. Okay, I'll go to amazon.com and let's say I want to buy a TV or maybe a mobile phone, whatever it is. Okay, so right now we cannot buy anything, but just in case, let's say I'll look for a TV. Okay, so let's say I want to buy this TV, right? I was on this particular page for a while. Okay, I'm on this particular page for a while. So what will happen is later on, I've closed this. So when you go to any other website, okay, when you go to any other website, it will, those kind of ads will always follow you, that you were looking at TV, this TV, you were looking at this camera or a mobile phone. Why these ads are following you? What do you think? These ads are actually following you because they are doing the analytics. Okay, they are actually doing the analytics, targeted ads, right? It is actually targeted ads. Targeted ad means you will only see what you are willing to buy. You will, in back days you get all the ads, even the non-relevant ads, right? So it means they are actually tracking your buying history. They are tracking your behavior over the internet. They track your keyword and everything. Yes, they are keeping an eye on us. Okay, so when we talk about this keeping an eye on us, so I remember a person who actually leaked all the personal information, okay, which is Edward Snowden. How many of you know about this person? Edward Snowden, this guy. Okay, so you must yes, Dr. Sayed said Snowden movie must watch. Yes, it is must watch. Okay, so you must go through the history of this guy. Okay, this guy actually leaked all the personal information, confidential information of NSA, National Security Agency America. He was considered as the whistleblower. Okay, so who copied and leaked highly classified information from NSA when he was in Central Intelligence Agency employee. Okay, so he leaked all the information to WikiLeaks. Okay, so all the information related to the nuclear codes and whatever, like what he did is actually when he leaked the information like that America is actually spying on all the European countries. Okay, yes, and indeed he is the most wanted man in the universe right now. Okay, dead. So shooted site order is already passed for this guy. But this Edward Snowden actually is residing completely in the Russia. Okay, so but a permanent citizen of America. So he actually copied all the confidential information from the database of a national security agency, and all those information contains that America was spying and doing all the research without without in the keeping the notice or giving the notice to the the government like of Europe or Russia, right? So all the nuclear codes and every financial information database of the user, Facebook account, Skype account, everything, right? So this is something, even if it is in NSA, it can get leaked. So it means it can get leaked anywhere, because Google is having a database, the headquarters in Atlanta, which is in US. So by default, Google has all the database of all the users globally. Okay, they can access all the information, right? Like wherever you are going, Google is also having a track of it. So you can also check Google timeline. This one, if you'll go through this Google timeline, you'll get to know you need to log in from your you know uh, from your desktop or a mobile phone. You'll get to know, it will show you all your tracks, all your moves wherever you have been. Okay, so this one, Google timeline. So whenever you get time, then just go through it. It will actually show all the locations wherever you have moved. Okay, if your GPS was on, right? Even if your GPS is off, then also it will track you anyhow. Okay, so it will keep a track of all the individual, their information, their privacy and everything, right? So sometimes it contradicts with the the internet, that whether we should use it or not, right? We must use it, but in an appropriate way, whether when user is completely aware about the internet activities. Okay, so when location is off, because they actually, even in when location is off, they actually track based on your previous data. Okay, they'll say that let's say from Monday to Friday you are in your office from 8 to 5. Okay, and the next Monday your GPS is off for, let's say, for 2-3 days. So Google will automatically assume that you are in office, you are taking that particular route. Okay, so this is yes, so this is how it is actually tracking all the information, right? So safe computing best practices, password hygiene, we have already discussed that we should use the strong password with alphanumeric characters and special characters. Okay, then the second thing that we need to do is okay, so Dr. Naidu has received, sir, I received some different email. I received mail from, I think this is quite interesting, from one of my friend in Ethiopia. In that mail mentioned that I am reached airport, lost my wallet. Yes, so this is another way of doing the social engineering. So do you know, Dr. Naidu, do you know this guy who is in Ethiopia? Is this happened with one of my friend also, same kind of email? Yes, you will get lot of email from Africa, right? African countries, especially from Nigeria. Okay, so in Nigeria, in Ethiopia, and even Kenya. Okay, so they will say that we are in Africa, or we are coming from Africa, and something like that. So don't ever fall in trap. Okay, so that is what all I can suggest you all. Okay, safe computing best practices: avoid malware are something that affects your system. Okay, if you go to any of the website to download some of this stuff, right? So let's say you want to download let's say cyber security books. Let's say I'll go to some of the website. Okay, I'll get a lot of options, not only one. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of options. It will say, and if you can go to the last option, let's say here. Okay, let's say I went to this place, this website, IEEE Explorer, right? Okay, so sometimes at times you must have noticed that whenever you go to any the website, and if that website is not genuine and you want to download something, you will see lot of download options. Okay, why you will see a lot of download options? Because out of those download option, only one link is genuine. The rest of the links are not genuine, right? So if they will bombard you with lot of download options, like let's say 5 to 10 download options, okay, and there is a chance that you might click on the a different or malicious link, okay, which is not the actual link. Okay, so होता है कई बार दिन जब भी आप वेबसाइट में जाते हो, and yes, this is known as clickbait. Okay, you go to any website and you'll see वहां पे आप डाउनलोड का ऑप्शन, कई जगह पे गेम्स का ऑप्शन भी आता है, that play games and once you win shoot, might be एक गेम बहुत कॉमन था, that you need to target one person on that particular image and click, and it will blast, something like that. Okay, so when you will keep clicking, so there are some clickable virus as well. If you will click 5 times, it will activate the virus. Okay, so there are a lot of things, not only one. Okay, so how to check the genuine links? There is only one way. You can actually trust the HTTPS link. Okay, always trust HTTPS link, right? Okay, all right. So one more thing, then we will do the Q&A session. Safe computing best practices for social engineering: verify the identity of those who ask for the sensitive information. Okay, so we have already discussed it, right? All of these things we have already discussed. Avoid phishing, never respond to unsolicited emails that request your personal information. Okay, so there are a lot of things, not only one, but we have limited time. I think we have covered some of the bullet points which are actually essential for us to understand. And yes, Ravindra, are you there? Okay, yes. So
Yes.
okay, so what I will do is, Ravindra, I'm done from my side. Okay, I'm open for the
Sure.
question. So the first
Okay.
question that I've
So
received.
we'll start the
Yes, yes.
question. Yes. So all
Tell me,
all you can
Ravindra.
type your question in the all of you can type your questions in the chat box, and Mr. Yogendra will try to answer most of the queries through the chat box only.
Yes, which everyone can understand, right? So because
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
are some
Yeah.
technical queries, I think, which I'm getting. Those technical queries,
Mm-hmm.
because even if I explain it, that doesn't make sense right now. For those, I'll send a detailed email also after this. Even the recording will be provided to all, okay, along with this presentation. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so one thing is, which is Pratik is asking, sir, we should use VPN or not? Okay, let me come to that point. VPN is virtual private network. Okay, which is important for us to know. Sometimes when you access websites from your institutional domain or maybe from your office, you'll see that social networking websites or unwanted websites are blocked. Okay, so people try to open up those websites. Let's say facebook.com. So facebook.com in university or college, it's blocked. Let's say, okay, I'm not sure whether it is blocked or not. So let's say in all the DU colleges it is blocked whenever they try to access from the institutional internet access, right? So it is blocked. So what happens is, why it is blocked? It is actually blocked from the firewall. Okay, so there is a device which is known as firewall. So with the help of that particular firewall, it actually block. Firewall means it is actually a wall between the institution and the service provider. Okay, so let's say यहाँ पे मैं service provider को specify करना चाहूँगा. Service provider means Airtel, Reliance Jio, there are numerous service provider, even Vodafone. तो आपके service provider से आपके institutional domain के बीच में एक it's a software, okay, which is there, firewall, and with the help of firewall it can block any port number or protocol. It actually block some of the application or keywords. So let's say अगर आपका firewall में keyword में लिखा है कि social engineering website, so social media websites are blocked. So there is a keyword social and media. So if you type Instagram, if you type Twitter, if you type facebook.com, everything is blocked, right? So everything is actually blocked. Now VPN actually bypass that firewall. Okay, with the help of VPN you can actually access those websites also which are blocked. Okay, but you don't have to be happy for that. See, accessing the any website is okay, but when you try to access it, open the port with the help of VPN, because VPN will make your firewall transparent. You won't be able to protect your organization in that case. Okay, so for now you are accessing facebook.com. It means the hacker can directly attack the network of the institution. Okay, so because firewall is transparent, it will actually hide the firewall. It will hide all the policies that are imposed by the firewall. Okay, so it will override all the rules which are there in the firewall. Okay, so that is why we use VPN. So VPN is sometimes VPN is also secured for the organization, because VPN also protect your information over the public network. It encrypts your data. Okay, so yes, if you are using for an individual purpose, VPN is not recommended, but from an institutional point of view, the virtual private network is recommended. How to control unwanted email? Okay, so Ritika said how to control unwanted email. So sometimes when you get an email, there is option of there is a small notification there. Just a minute, let me just show it to you if I can. Like here, this is the email that I've received from SBI. So okay, did you see that notification there? Click here to unsubscribe from future meeting. Okay, you can unsubscribe it, right? You can unsubscribe, so you will never get an email from sbi.com. So this is clearly written. Even in most of the emails it is clearly written, because Google tried to screen it. So in most of the email, if you find this option, click here to unsubscribe. Let's say you went to one of the website wherein you can download some journals or maybe some questionnaire, right? So they ask you for your email. Why they ask you for email? One is for their database purpose, and another so that they can spam your email email inbox. They will keep sending you a lot of emails, right? So click here to unsubscribe. So from here you can actually unsubscribe. Okay, so from in future you will not get any email from them. Okay, Zoom app is safe or not? Yes, it is safe, but when you try to access it, there are certain criteria that you need to follow. Okay, like you need to log the meeting. If you are a free user, you don't have those privileges, but if you are a paid user, you really need to use that. Okay, all right.
Sir, I have done
Dr.
the
Ruchika said, considering issues with Zoom, what should be the preferred teaching tool for us? See, GoToMeetings is also there. Okay, you can use GoToMeeting if from the cost perspective, if you want to see, GoToMeeting is the best. Okay, and then we also have Cisco Webex, but Cisco Webex is a bit difficult to understand. But initially, for a layman, for a standard user, GoToMeeting, the tool which I'm using right now, it's a GoToMeeting tool. All of you can use it. Okay, all right. Dr. Sayed said data sharing without host permission, can it be data sharing without host permission, can it be legally challenged? See, if it is shared over the internet and plus there is okay, so in information security there is a term which is IP, intellectual property right. Okay, so if it is your IP, if your IP is registered, okay, so then only you can challenge that, otherwise you cannot challenge it. Okay, plus there is one more website, just a minute, DMCA approved, just a minute, I think it's the DMCA or no. Yes, so this is another way of making your content private. You can challenge it if your website is DMCA approved. Okay, you can actually go pro and then specify your website, so it will be screened by the DMCA. So DMCA is actually digitally protecting your information, okay, over the internet, right? So it's Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So even if your data which is there on the public network, if you try to access it or you try to copy and paste it in your website as your content, then it can be legally challenged. Okay, 2-3 gateways for making transaction are secure or not? 2-3 gateways for Mr. Ajit Kumar, 2-3 gateways for making transaction are secured or not? See, it depends, like what gateway your service provider is offering. But most of the time, I would prefer your your banking partner. Let's say maybe SBI or SDFC, and then we have the Google Pay or UPI mechanism. Okay. So Anupriya said, whatever data is saved in Google Drive is safe, is not safe as all. Okay, it's not like that. Your data is safe, okay, but it's like if someone misuses your information, you cannot challenge Google for that, right? Because Google is not forcing you to save your information there. It is just for your ease, your convenience. Although Google also tries to maintain the confidentiality that CIA tried, but in case your pictures or maybe your documents goes public or missing, or someone try to steal your information, you cannot challenge it. Okay, so you should always have some rights like IP rights, or maybe some your information is protected, your mobile phone is encrypted. There are a lot of tools through which you can protect your information. Okay, Puneet says, sir, what about VPNs in phone? Is it recommended? No, it's not recommended in phones. Okay, and only paid VPNs. Yes, Pratik said paid VPNs or free VPNs. So only paid VPNs should be trusted. Okay. Is AI is dangerous? Okay, Mr. Giri said, is AI is dangerous because maximum private companies bring their AI product in market, Alexa, Cortana, Google Assistant. I'll tell you one thing. When we use AI based tools like Alexa, okay, Google Alexa, sorry, Amazon, okay, then we have Alexa, Cortana, Google Assistant. Like even in a mobile phone, if you press that Google Assistant button, you have that mic option. You will say that, let's say, what is the weather in Delhi today? It will tell you about the weather, right? So Google is also recording it. So based on that, it will give you readings from your nearby area. If you're asking for the weather in Delhi, it means you are in Delhi. Okay, so it means it is also creating a database in itself. So AI is dangerous or not? Yes, I would not say it's dangerous, but technology should be used within a limit. Okay, if you give, because AI at the end is programmable thing, right? Humans have programmed it. Okay, so humans are more intelligent than a machine because humans have designed the machine or the AI based system. The status of Jyotiraj said, status of cyber laws implementation. See, implementation in India is up to mark, but the finally how people are how much serious people are taking this, that is a different case. Okay, so cyber laws implementing is a different thing, and challenging the cyber laws, it's a different thing. How to encrypt phone data? There are tools, any tools to remove write protection from pen drive. See, I'm getting a lot of questions, so what I will do is I'll have what I will do is I will make note of all these and try to answer all of these. I'll send a document to all of you, okay, with all the FAQs related to this particular whole training program. Okay. Okay. So one last thing. Nidhi Sharma said, in view of Geo Facebook deal, how can we make sure that our data is secured and is not exposed to US or multinational companies? Which jurisdiction does it fall into, US and India? See, it depends. If it is Reliance, it is in India, and for the US, it is FB is in US. Okay, so it totally depends that what exactly is their deal. Their deal is for the rural areas. They want to make it available for all. That information they want to make it for available for all. Okay, but at the end, the problem will be, your data will definitely go public, but all the data by default, even if there is no Facebook and Geo deal, then also your data is with US any which ways. Okay, because it's Facebook. See, top companies, internet service providers, like if we say Facebook or WhatsApp and Instagram and Google, everything is there in US. Okay, so US is the a privacy concern. They can challenge our privacy concern at any time. Okay, like China, Japan, they have their own system. They don't use their cyber laws are very much effective. They don't use even Facebook. They don't use even Google or any other thing. Okay. Okay, all right. I think we should wind up for the day. Ravinder, hello, Ravinder, can you hear
Yes,
me? Yes,
yes, I
Ravinder, I'm
think.
done for the day. Yes,
Well,
you
it
can.
was a really wonderful session with lots of information and best practices to surf safely over the internet. Uh, I think it's a time, and we need to wind up the session. It's going like if we can discuss like up to infinite time on this topic. This is a very burning topic. Well,
So
I would
yes,
like to
yes,
thank
yes.
our principal sir for always believing in us and giving us a comfortable environment to cultivate such a learning scenario. I would like to
Okay.
thank our knowledge partner, Brillica Services, Mr. Yogendra Singh Negi. Well, the introduction is left. He is a director and co-founder at Brillica Services Private Limited. He is a Cisco, IBM, Microsoft certified technology expert with a vast experience in domestic as well as overseas projects. His team brings forth wide range of specialized and in-demand IT trainings in diverse domains like data science, data analytics, project management, cloud computing, cybersecurity, development, and robotics, and much more. Last but not the least, I extend my gratitude to all the participants who stayed with us whole time during this webinar. Thank you for making this a successful show. You will receive a feedback form on your email. I request you to please fill the same, and e-certificates will be mailed to you in few days. Well, we will try to incorporate space for more questions, so that like you can put your questions and the team Brillica can reply to those questions in detail. Thank you so much.
Ravinder, I would like to hear
Yes,
from the
yes.
participants about their
Hmm.
verbal feedback or suggestions, right? So I
Okay.
would appreciate if I can get some response from the audience. They can unmute and they can provide their feedback and valuable suggestions.
Yeah.
Sir, it was
So you
indeed
all
a
can note
very
the email address.
informative session. It was indeed a very good, informative, splendid session, and we thoroughly enjoyed it because technology is something which we all need for teachers, for students, for scholars, and we feel, great crisis when we don't know how to use it. So thank you so much. It was indeed a very well informed and a great session.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Yoginder Negi. It was very knowledgeable and very informative.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Yogender, for your wonderful, sharing on cyber law and cyber security. Because nowadays it is very much required. Okay, and the way you have communicated this in the simplest language to all of us, that's really very wonderful and worth appreciating. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay. So I think we can. Thanks for the words, and you know, I hope to continue these kind of sessions in future along with the ARSG team. So thank you, Ravindra, and thank you, Principal Sir of ARSD. And yes, Ravindra, I'm done. If any question,
Yeah,
my
sorry
email
for
ID is mentioned. Yes.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, but last but not the least, I would also like to thank ARSD faculty as well and Mr. Ravinder Pant as well for conducting such a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. You all will get the recordings as well, along with the feedback form. Yeah, thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Good day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Good day.
हम 2 घंटे जाते साले बोलते 1 घंटे का टाइम लेते हैं।
1 घंटा बोलना, 1 घंटे में कुछ नहीं होता। इसीलिए मैंने पहले वक्त काट दिया। तू करता मेरे लिए कभी ऐसे? नेवर। तू डिस्टर्ब करता?
क्या बात कर लेना अभी डार्लिंग मम्मी से।
डार्लिंग मम्मी बहुत देर लगाती है, पता नहीं